Yeah, but it's doing something. It's a good sign.
Okay, tell them what you're doing. Say hi.
Hello, people of the internet and the universe. Mew.
And any other weird places.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hello, I'm still here.
Somewhere doing old geezer things.
I'm not a geezer.
You're getting close. I
Old,
don't.
yes. Geezer, no. Tell them what you're doing.
So, McDonald's. Wait, how long ago was it? Like about a month? Or a
Mm.
couple weeks?
Yeah, it's probably been close to a month. They just started a new one Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
McDonald's had Pokemon cards and stuff in their Happy Meals for a while. Most of February,
I think it's like
part
a.
of January.
I think it's a whole Pokemon month, basically,
Yeah, that was
because.
quite a while.
Because they have always, like, had these
And
things.
it was all dragon, supposed to be dragon related, dragon themed, but
Yeah.
then they stuck Pikachu in there
For some
and a
reason.
couple other ones that aren't dragon types. So
Yeah.
I don't know. But he's got a whole stack of the
Pretty much.
cards from the Happy Meals.
Yeah. Pretty much almost. I could probably fit a few more in there, but I don't. Haven't found any more. I don't even know how much there are. Because, like,
I don't remember how many different boxes there were.
yeah.
But I think the cards you get are just random in the box.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's not just cards either. It's like some sort of sticker and activity thing. So it's whatever.
But we haven't opened any of them, so he's waited until now to finally open them.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see if I can get this doohickey. I gotta find out which one's what. Okay, there's the cards. Ugh. Okay.
Those must be the stickers that go on the activity sheet.
Probably.
I bet that piece of paper you found on the ground earlier was a piece of one of those sheets.
Probably. It's a whole ass poster. Although part of it is where you could put some of the stickers on it.
Oh yeah, those white spaces. And then
But
the other side's a poster.
yeah. Alright.
Who's on
The bottom one is a Pikachu. Second one over in the middle is a Charizard. Stop folding.
there?
Ugh. I have no idea the name. I think it's some from Black and White, which I haven't watched in a long time, so I forgot. I haven't even played the Black and White game in a while. But the top one.
Here's what I know about Pokemon. Snorlax is best Pokemon. And he sleeps right here next to me under the blanket.
Yeah,
Put him back into nap mode.
there's an Eevee, which is probably better.
You like
And a Jigglypuff. Damn it, this is weird. Alright. Okay. Stop folding.
Please try to contain your language. This is a PG channel.
It should be R.
That's your channel. My channel's PG.
My channel might be X rated. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing on my channel anymore. I've lost my mind.
And now you're losing it in my channel.
Yep. Uh. Okay. Wait.
So I think what people are really anxious to see are what cards you got.
Yeah. The Dragonite. This thing. And the other one that was the thing on the thing. Yeah. The, meh. I don't even know if they're all
Here,
like
let me
that.
see the stickers and the poster thing. You want me to put them on?
Yeah, I guess. Oh, and there's enough of them that I can have one that's just the poster itself and have the rest of the stickers just
Ah, Pikachu.
all over the place.
And here that is.
Like,
And that thing.
like this is pretty much how many there that exists here in
Well,
this
that
house.
you have.
That exists in this house that I know of. There might be more. I don't know.
All these are numbered and I can't see the numbers. Well, 3 is the wing, clearly.
Ooh. Mew. All right. So pretty much, if you get one, mew.
Tiki Cow has spoken.
But pretty much, if you get one of these, they come with like 4 cards. So yeah, and people are insane. They literally will take some of these cards, put them on eBay for 5, 10, 20 times the price.
Well, I thought it was interesting that people were putting up unopened boxes and only getting $5 or $6, but they would put one specific card up and get like 30.
Yeah,
And it wasn't even a rare card.
yeah. Oh, we're off to a
Your
good.
number 11? Your
All
number
right,
11.
we're off to a good
Pikachu!
start.
Pika Pika!
All right. Hatena, whatever that is. I don't know what generation. It's probably one of the more newer generations because I don't think I'm familiar with that
I
one.
think you're going to get more, was it Scarlet and Violet, which is a more recent?
Yeah, most likely. That's
Probably going to get more of those.
that's probably what it is. Scarlet and Violet.
What does that say, 10?
All right.
What are you 10? You're 10. Okay.
So we got Eevee, which is one I was actually hoping for because Eevee's the best one. And then
Only because there's no Snorlax in this promotion.
and the one that everybody will lose their mind over, Charizard. So that's a good start. And then a Dragonite, which has some effect on it on the card itself.
Yeah, every packet has like a holographic or foil or something.
Yeah, can't really see it all that well on camera, but it's
They're so pretty.
yeah.
You're so sparkly.
All
What does
right.
it say?
I don't.
12. Which one's 12?
And here's the thing. I think it's all yeah random what cards you get, but I don't know if
There's
anything.
only like 8 or 10 different ones, I think, or maybe it's 16.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm thinking there's 8 packets and
Probably
16 variations of the cards. I don't know. I've got those numbers in my head for some reason.
because like this one was like number 4 in the set, so I'm not sure if
We
anything.
didn't get all of the different packets,
Yeah,
and I went to different McDonald's throughout the time and still didn't get.
because this one is 5. 5, 5, another 5, a 2, and 2 ones. So yeah, there are some missing, but meh.
Well, I got what I could.
Yeah, if I really cared, I'd go on eBay, but I don't because I don't think all that much is gonna change outside of like what cards you get anyway, and maybe like the packaging.
It's just gonna be the box is a little different, and maybe the poster inside.
Yeah. All right, doing number 4 again because there's like 2 of them. Wait, yeah, 2 of them. All right.
Oh, come on.
All right, more cards. And then the same poster. Ugh. Nah.
I think the cards are gonna be random. But like the poster is
everything
going to
else.
be dependent upon
The number.
which box it comes out of.
Yeah.
Oh look, it's an easy tail.
Yeah, because you get the same stickers for the poster on the
Well,
back.
yeah, because it's gonna have to match.
Yeah.
It wouldn't do much good to give you the stickers for poster 4 and a box for poster 1.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, here's the rough around Eevee's neck.
Oh, yeah. Pikachu and Dragonite are on the cover of
Pika
this
Pika!
card thingy. Nah.
Well, I hope you managed to get all of the different
Yeah.
ones.
Oh, speaking of Pikachu,
Pika!
another Hatena. Meh. Another Eevee, which is good. Can never have too many of them. And a Rayquaza. Or as some people call him, Rayquaza. I guess either
I
or.
think it's Rayquaza.
Yeah, I mean, either or, I guess, is
Well, I
fine.
pronounce it Rayquaza. That's
Yeah.
what it looks like to me.
I mean, there are some that you could just name whatever, and you'll be close enough. Like Arceus, Arceus. I mean, I've heard people pronounce it both ways.
I think I would say Arceus looking at it, but I have heard it both ways. So
Yeah.
here, I filled in all the stickers on this poster,
Hmm. Alright, number 2.
which is very difficult when you can't see the numbers.
Yeah. You know, one thing I wish they would have done is, like, for every box, have a different card pack sleeve thing. Instead of it all mostly looks like the same of Pikachu and Dragonite. Alright, what's going on here? Get in here. Get out of there. Get somewhere. Okay, yep. Different poster, it looks like. But it looks like the same. Wait, is that the. No, that's not the same back. Okay. Still has Dragonite. Uh.
Well, keep in mind it was a dragon theme,
Yeah.
but we're going to put theme in quotes because only about half of the actual
Yeah.
Pokemon included were dragon type.
Yeah. And here's the other poster. It's basically Pikachu and Dragonite on the bottom. Nah, stop folding. Fold what I want you to fold. Okay. The other two, I have no idea. Probably some Scarlet and Violet. I don't know. I don't follow much of the newer gen Pokemon. Most of which I know are the first gen, but I do know, like, second, some third, some fourth. Basically, when we start getting black and white, like Unova region, that's when I start to lose my mind because there's about 1,000. It seems like 1,000. I don't know. There's so many Pokemon. And let me tell you something. When they started putting car keys as Pokemon, that's when you know they ran out of ideas. Yeah, they're actual car key Pokemon. And that when they evolve, more keys.
That's dumb.
Because I think Nintendo was smoking crack that day when they decided to come up with some of the Pokemon designs for, I think it was X and Y, that had the key Pokemon. I in Black and White had literal sludge, like garbage Pokemon. Then again, the first generation had Muck and Grimer, so
It would make more sense if they were more like animals and
yeah,
not inanimate objects.
yeah. All right, more of the stickers and the thingy to go with the card, the poster, the whatever. All right.
Yeah, people are wanting to see the cards more than anything else, most likely.
Yeah.
I know that's what I would be more interested in.
Yeah.
Did you get a bunch of the same ones.
Another antenna, so that's 3. I
How many
swear.
packs have you opened?
So far, 3.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe that's the most common one.
Most likely. Alright.
Kind of looks that way at the moment.
Yeah. A Dragapult. Another Rayquaza, which if I'm gonna get a duplicate, I want a legendary Pokemon. Because if I somehow were to start selling these, they're probably some of the most valuable.
The Rayquaza as the hollow or whatever is really cool looking.
Yeah. And then a Cryodon in the special whatever.
Now that's a special hollow
Hmm.
created just for the McDonald's cards.
Huh.
I read an article about it.
Hmm.
It told what all the different Pokemon and what have you, what they all were.
And
And I want to say there's 16 different cards. I don't
yeah,
know why 16 is stuck in my head.
I am probably.
And some of them are going to be regular cards, scanned hollow cards,
Yeah.
and not all of them get a hollow.
Hmm.
From the way I understood it.
Yeah. Yeah. Pikachu and Dragonite number 1. Ooh, that too. But goddamn, I don't know what is. I'm hungry. I'm always
Well,
hungry.
the fish is done cooking.
Yay. All right.
But
More.
it's in the air fryer, so it's off.
Yeah, pretty much. Get
So whenever you're done playing Pokemon,
Oh,
we could go make fish tacos for dinner.
oh boy. More Pokemon that I don't know much. Alright. Pikachu, Dragonite, and the other one. I don't know. I gave up halfway through.
You want help opening the boxes to make it a little easier?
Yeah.
They're not really doing anything except pestering you.
Yeah, pretty much. Boxes don't really exist in the same universe as my patients. Ooh, well, that's a cool design. Right off the bat. Alright.
Let me guess. Another
Another,
one?
yeah, another antenna. So that's 4 for 4.
I think maybe you're going to get one in every packet at the rate you're going.
I hope so. I could sell some of these even for pocket
Although,
change.
I don't remember my client having that one.
Hmm.
I know he had Rayquaza as a hollow, and it was really pretty.
Hmm. And another Eevee, which is good. And then one of Eevee's evolved forms, Umbreon. Eevee has about like 5 million different evolution types at
Sure
this
seems
point.
like it.
And then,
When they don't know what to do, they evolve Eevee into something else.
yep. Alright. Roaring Moon, Ancient. One of those really cool designs on it.
That is cool.
Looks to be a really good Pokemon for if you ever wanted to use it in a tournament or something. But meh.
I don't know how legal the McDonald cards are in tournament play.
I'm not sure. Because, like, they're limited edition. So not everybody would most likely have these. And the ones that do would mostly have just, like, one of each just to set off to the side as a collector item or to scalp the hell out of on eBay. So there's probably not a lot of people that might actually use them in tournaments.
When I was working with my one client, we sat and watched a couple of the Pokemon World Championship videos, and I couldn't understand what was going on.
Yeah.
And then when they kept talking about Snorlax, and they never did play a Snorlax, so why did they keep talking about him?
No idea.
I was, getting all excited. Maybe Finally, Snorlax would get his due, but they never showed him.
Yeah.
We all know Snorlax is best Pokemon. Because I keep telling everybody that.
Alright.
Hatena?
Damn it. That broke the streak! There
Oh,
there is no Hatena in this one. No!
defective pack.
A Quagsire. Another Dragapult. Another Rayquaza, which is good. Okay, that's the three-headed one. Hydreigon. Hy something.
Let me see.
I don't really know how to pronounce that one because, geez, some of the pronunciations. Ugh. Nintendo, what drugs were you
I'm
on?
going to guess Hydreigon.
Probably. That sounds like something.
Okay, that's the one I just put together with the stickers.
Yeah, that's the three-headed one.
That's this guy. That's this guy.
Yeah.
He's harder to see on this one with the hollow stuff.
Hmm. Ugh.
Ability, try howl.
Oh boy.
I was howling at the moon last night.
It sounds about right.
Trying to get my client to do it, and he wouldn't. He looked at me like I was insane.
Yeah, you are.
Only mostly.
Alright, number 5 is Dragapult.
Dude, I'm sleepy. So it's what, like 6:48 or 49?
Yeah, 648.
Well, that's because the clock over there is flashing 5:38.
Oh
And
boy.
when we had that one power outage, and when they came back on, for some reason my clock was off 11 minutes from what the computer said.
Huh.
And I didn't bother changing it for time change.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
not using the clock, I'm using the computer.
Yeah. Then what's the point in setting a clock when the power's gonna go out again?
Power goes off way too much here.
Even though we're really close to a power plant, it makes no sense.
Oh yeah, but that power's getting sent somewhere else. It's not coming here. We're getting ours imported from who knows where, and the stuff that's made right here is getting sent someplace else.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Yep. Alright.
I think we're getting stuff from like up around Cleveland or something.
Probably.
Up around the lake somewhere.
Yeah.
Instead of right here on the river.
Yeah. Alright, Umbreon and 2 others. Another Pokemon thing that's. Meh. Nah.
I'm sleepy.
Meh.
Didn't sleep very well last night because it was hurting too much. Because we've had nice weather, they all want to take walks all the time. And I'm like, but my knees hurt.
Alright. Oh, we're back! Hatena!
So 5 out of 6?
Yeah, for now. Alright, Jigglypuff. Another Charizard. And Dragonite. Alright, let's see what this one.
So somebody said that Charizard's not actually a dragon?
That makes no sense.
Looks like one to me.
Yeah. There was like I think a move that Charizard couldn't learn, even though that's exactly what he should be learning, because it would make more sense.
Stop trying to make sense. It's not going to happen.
Yeah,
They're
especially
trying to make fetch happen.
Meh.
I'm sure there's probably somebody that understands that reference. Stop trying to make fetch happen. Although if you use the Fetch app, they used to have a T-shirt available as a reward that said "We made Fetch happen,"
Ha.
and it was pink
Huh.
for a reason.
Oh boy. Alright.
Like I said, people who understand the reference will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Why it would
probably.
be pink?
Huh.
Because on Wednesdays we wear pink.
Huh.
Have you ever heard of a movie called Mean Girls?
Never watched it.
Well, see, that's your problem right there.
Didn't they do a reboot?
Yeah, I think. They did a Broadway musical.
Huh.
They're still trying to make fetch happen.
Oh boy. Umbreon. AV. Quagsire. And Miraidon.
I'm kind of like a different one.
I might. Uh, I don't even know. I might have that one. Okay, Dragonite. It would probably be something. Oh, that's Koraidon. Okay, so most likely different. Okay, Ruin Moon. It'd have to be one of the shiny ones. Uh-huh.
I'll sort them out.
Oh.
You're getting a nice little deck there.
Yeah. Almost enough to do an actual deck. I don't really know how many cards you need to have in order to have a deck. I heard some people say 60, but I could be thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! I think the max is 60. Wait, no. It's either Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon, like the amount of cards you have to have are at least 60. Or at the most 60. I don't know. I barely keep up with trading card games. But then you got a bunch of nerds that can tell you literally everything you need to know or don't need to know.
I'm sure that you have people who are fans of the franchise who can name every single one
Yeah.
in order.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's the
Well, see,
thing.
some people have nothing better to do with their time.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying there are people who have a lot of free time.
Yeah. Then there's people that try to give you the lore on Warhammer 40k. They try to get you on the lore of Magic the Gathering, which I never understood Magic the Gathering. I've never played it, but I've seen some sets that I really want. I think they have
Ask
a.
James about warthogs.
Oh, God. Hmm. Because I think they have like a Doctor Who set, they have a My Little Pony set, they have, I think, an Assassin's Creed set, either coming out or whatever. So that's like 3 sets that I want. I don't even play it, but I just want it because of what is offered. Just the idea of Doctor Who being in Magic the Gathering is just weird. Or Assassin's Creed. My Little Pony works well because there's a lot of magic going on there, and it's based off of Generation 4, so, I mean, makes sense. Alright, another Hatena. Oh boy. EV. Rayquaza again.
Do
And
you
then,
want me to put your plain ones with your hollow ones?
yeah, I guess.
Or do you want the hollows separate?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you just
Ugh.
I guessed to both options. Pick an option.
Yeah, I just put them with wherever. Oh, and the other one, the Hydra, whatever. That one. The Hydra City from Sonic 3. Which is actually the best 2D Sonic game.
Oh, okay.
like classic 2D Sonic. Not talking about like Sonic Mania or whatever, but like Sonic 3 is probably the best out of the original trilogy. One was okay for the time it came out because I mean it's Sonic and Sega had to have some mascot. And then the sequel wasn't bad. It was better. But then 3 just took what made 1 and 2 great and made it even better than that.
Were they confused and thought Rayquaza had a hollow and it doesn't?
I don't know. It might, but it may not be in any of the
Maybe it was Roaring Moon that he had as the hollow, and Rayquaza was
normal.
a normal. I don't know. I don't remember. It was a while ago that I saw it.
Hmm.
So Eevee.
And then the last one,
Umbreon.
what looks to be the last set, or the last 4 cards. Quagsire, Jigglypuff,
Okay, I'll take those.
Charizard, and then it looks like a different one. A Drampa. Drampa.
Yeah, I don't have that. But I have in my hand Jigglypuff, Quagsire, Charizard,
Oh boy.
Eevee, Umbreon, and who's that? Hatena.
That's a bunch of them. And it looks like, at least I can see, every single one that I have. I might have more, but I don't know. Because the thing is, I originally thought that it was just stickers and an activity sheet. I didn't even think there were cards in it, so I didn't bother to open it. But then, I guess there were cards. So I said, you know what? Let's do a video on this, because, I mean,
Why not?
yeah.
People like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Dragonite.
Let me just make sure.
I think this Roaring Moon is just really pretty.
Oh,
That must be the one I was thinking of when I was thinking it was the other one.
Yeah, alright. Another poster. Okay, let me just, yeah.
Oh, ow, ow, my hands are cramping. Did you get them all?
Looks like it.
Let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different Pokemon.
Huh.
So if there were 16, you're missing one.
Yeah. And I wish they'd have like a checklist or something like that in these. So at least I know. And have like a checklist, not just for all the regular Pokemon, but all the different variants of the same one. Like all the hollows and everything. Just,
You got 7 different hollows, so I think you're missing a hollow.
hmm. But yeah, and they're basically done with this. So if you haven't already gotten one, you're better off going on eBay because you can't find it elsewhere, or just hope that someone has these just lying around and doesn't even know what to do
7.
with them.
Well, I only see 7 regular,
Huh.
which would be 14. I counted 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different hollows.
Huh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 different regular and 7 different hollows. So I think you're missing a hollow.
Yeah, most likely. It would make sense. 8 of each.
Yeah, you would think. We're not here to make sense.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which one would be the hollow that I'm missing. It might be Rayquaza. It might be Charizard.
I don't know if they got hollows though, because
Hmm.
Pikachu didn't have a regular.
Hmm.
None of your hollows had regulars.
Huh.
Here's your stack. And I think my phone must be out in my purse because I don't have it sitting here.
Probably.
I don't know if I can pull that up on here or not.
Maybe. If it has an internet browser, you can.
Yeah, there's a browser. I just gotta find it. Why do I have 2 different libbies? Where are you, browser? Internet. Oh, right there.
Alright. So 2 Dragapults, 4 Rayquazas, 3 Charizards. Alright, 3 Quagsires, 2 Jigglypuffs.
R-N-A-L-D.
Alright, let's see.
What's the apostrophe?
Okay, 6 Hatenas, 2 Umbreons,
Don't.
5 Eevees, a Drampa, 2 Hydrogons, Miraidon.
January 21st to February 24th.
Okay.
Each came with a 4-card booster pack, a sticker activity sheet, and stickers.
Hmm.
Card list.
Okay.
Where's the card list? Don't tell me there's one and then not show it to me. Pokemon collaboration includes 15 promo editions of cards from previous sets that can be pulled from packs in Happy Meals.
Hmm.
Never did get the Pikachu box.
Hmm.
Or at least not what they showed. Charizard.
Okay, got that one.
Value is 20 cents.
Oh, damn.
Pikachu. Charizard says original set Vivid Voltage.
Huh.
Not a hollow.
Okay.
Pikachu from Scarlet and Violet is a hollow and it's 378
Hmm.
value.
Not bad.
Uh, Miraidon?
I think Miraidon.
Miraidon?
Something like that, yeah.
Scarlet and Violet is a hollow, $2.30.
Yeah.
You're
Not
gonna
bad.
love this one.
Oh, God.
Jigglypuff from Fusion Strike, not hollow, is worth 7 cents.
Yay!
You're really gonna love this one.
Oh, God.
Hatena from Champion's Path, not a hollow. How much is it worth?
Probably less than Jigglypuff, because I got more than Jigglypuff.
It is worth less than Jigglypuff.
1 whole cent?
Yep, 1 cent.
Ha! I can make 6 cents with this!
Dragapult from Silver Tempest, these must be the McDonald's versions.
Probably,
What
yeah.
they're from. Not hollow is worth 15 cents.
Not bad.
Quagsire is Vivid Voltage, not hollow, worth a penny. Koraidon is Scarlet and Violet, is a hollow, is $1.97.
Okay.
Umbreon, Sword and Shield, not hollow, 22 cents.
Hmm.
Hydreigon Paldea Evolved is
Hmm.
a hollow, 70 cents.
Hmm.
Roaring Moon, Temporal Forces is hollow, $2.76.
Hmm.
Dragonite, Scarlet and Violet is a hollow, $4. Eevee, Fusion Strike, not hollow, 17 cents. Poor Eevee, not worth that much.
Yeah.
Rayquaza, Sword and Shield, not hollow, is 21 cents.
Hmm.
And Drampa, Temporal Forces is a hollow for $1.09,
Hmm.
according to wherever this article's from.
Well, if that's accurate, then what is wrong with you eBay people? Come on.
Well, I'm sure that the price has dropped down dramatically on eBay by now.
Yeah. Then again, I've
It says,
seen.
please note that card values may remain unstable or unavailable for the first week after launch.
Yeah, that's when everybody starts their scalping. Is usually the first week or so, and you see cards for like
This is
two, three
from
hundred.
Dexerto.com.
Hmm.
Dexerto.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it either.
But the whole Dex thing makes you think the Pokedex, which is possible.
Yeah. But anyway, that gives you a vague idea of what they might possibly be valued at.
Yeah.
So you got, a few bucks there.
Yeah.
Should you sell them and actually get what they were saying they're worth?
Yeah.
Which you probably won't get that.
Because that's the thing, is like certain places are gonna give you different prices.
Yeah.
It's like you go to one place. Like if you were to go to GameStop, they'll give you 2 cents for the whole deck. And GameStop has actually been, dabbling in the trading card market because there have been a few videos where people can like take their cards in and see how much they're worth, and then decide whether to sell them or whatever.
The one there at the Parkersburg Mall was doing a trading card event, Pokemon trading card event that day we stopped in.
Yeah,
Of course, we weren't there for that, but
yeah. But like you go to like some sort of comic book shop or somewhere else that would most likely take your cards, they'd probably give you a lot more than that. Like probably closer to what it's worth, depending on which
but
card
they're
shop.
gonna still undersell
Yeah.
because um, they want to make the money.
Yep.
So they'll give you, if it's like a 20-cent card, they might give you 10 cents
Yeah.
so that they can make the 20.
And that's the thing. Either that, or they'll give you. A lot of places will give you like in-store credit, which is worth more than what you probably would have gotten out of the like if you just flat out sold them, because they want
Well,
you
I know
to.
you. You're not going to sell them.
Yeah. And if I do,
My
it's
suggestion is you put them in something to keep them nice.
yeah. And if I do sell them, it's only because I have like 6 of the same card. I don't need that many.
Sure you do.
I mean, what's this Eevee?
I mean, back to Magic the Gathering.
Oh
When I
God.
mentioned warthogs, my brother was into Magic the Gathering for a while, and he saw this eBay listing. It said something about 400 plus Magic the Gathering hogs. No, 400 plus warthogs Magic the Gathering. That's what it was. And he thought there were 400 cards plus warthogs,
Hmm.
not that there were 400 plus warthog cards. He misread the thing. So he ended up with this box of over 400 warthog cards. Oh, it was funny. We were laughing at him for quite a while. Then there was a day I went into the library and they had this shelf where they always kept books for sale. And sitting on that shelf was this box of Magic the Gathering cards.
Hmm.
And I thought, oh, that would be fantastic. We'll get them for my brother. And I took them up to the desk. I was like, how much are these? And the librarian was really confused. And she says, I don't think those are for sale. Well, they were on the sale shelf. I saw them and I thought, and she's like, yeah, but I think those guys over at that table are playing the game.
Huh.
And they were. It was somebody had set their cards there while they played the game, like their extra cards, not realizing that was a sale shelf.
Yeah.
Here I am trying to buy the cards while the guy's still sitting there. And they weren't for sale. I was like, oh, well,
Yeah.
That's what happens when you set them on the sale shelf. People try to buy them.
And that's when you don't read properly and don't read thoroughly.
Oh, yeah, the 400 warthogs, though, that was priceless.
I wonder how many of them he still has.
I don't know. But anybody playing Magic, they needed a warthog. He had it.
Yep. No way at that point.
Which I kind of wondered why they singled out warthogs as the one that they would name. If there were 400 plus cards, why would you put warthogs?
No idea.
Because there's 400 plus warthog cards. Yeah, that was funny.
But I kind of wonder about that one. I wonder if it was all just like one thing, like someone decided to buy a whole storage shed full of cards, and somehow through all the packs and all the boosters and everything, came out with 400.
It could just be somebody was collecting and kept getting warthogs like you were getting a 10 of.
Yeah. And they probably decide, you know what? I don't need this many.
Well, over 400 of the same card is excessive.
Yeah. Unless it's a card you actually want. Like in my case, I wouldn't mind 400 EVs. But outside of that, it's like, damn, does anybody really need?
Yeah, with that 400 warthogs, they could have like started wallpapering their room or something.
Yeah.
They would have had a pretty good chunk of it covered in warthogs.
Or have some sort of yard sale, and then when someone buys some, here, have a
warthog.
Have a free warthog card on me. Because I have too many. I don't know what I'm doing.
At that point, they don't have any value.
Yeah, they must be like one of the most common cards out there.
It had to have been very common in that set because it was just funny.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for dinner?
Yeah, for the most part.
Shall we do the spiel?
Maybe.
Okay, remember to do all the YouTube-y things. Comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell icon to be notified of future uploads should the YouTube gods deem it worthy. And we will see you in the next video.
Whatever it is.
Oh, we're probably going to be eating something, most likely.
Yeah, probably, because we still have
we do have 2 snack crates and a boxu and
a couple other
random
things.
Goodies. Which part of that would be good as a dessert, possibly. So after we eat dinner, maybe we can do.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Okay, well, it's time to tell them bye and click stop.
If I can get to the mouse.
I know you have covered the computer with assorted pokey things.
Ooh.
You do know you're gonna have to like remove all that stuff from the bed, right?
Yeah.
Because at some point I'm gonna want to go to sleep tonight. Okay, now just do the thing.
Ugh.
Do the thing.
Alright.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Wait, we're almost at 50. Gonna make it a good 50.
Oh, goodness gracious.